Hi guys, good Tuesday morning. It's Jocelyn again, going live for you guys with my top 15 reasons you're probably not successful or you aren't successful as you want to be in your network marketing business or your multi-level marketing business. If you're not in a marketing business or network marketing business or social retail business, this may not apply to you, but it could apply to you if you have a side business or any type of business as well. If you're looking for a network marketing business to do for your side hustle or to earn extra income or just for life-changing experiences, I have a few options for you. I also have an option as well, and I'll talk about that here in a little bit. Some resources, I should say. If you're watching this live, go ahead and comment and tell me hi. I've been having problems with seeing comments until after the live for some reason with Facebook. Sometimes I see them and sometimes I don't, so I will try to catch them if you guys have questions or just to say hi. If you are watching the replay, as always, I would like for you to say hashtag replay. And also, I'm thinking about doing a recruiting masterclass last year in 2020, before the last quarter of 2020. You guys know my story about the last quarter of 2020, why I did absolutely nothing, but I still was able to receive income in 2020, and the reason why I didn't, without going into too much detail about my life. You guys know what, from September until probably December, maybe even January of 2021, what that all involved for me in my personal life, and the reason why I just did not push my business at all. But from January 21 up until about January 2020 to August of 2020, I turned my team from 4 to 20. In those 6-7 months, I went from a team of 4 to 20. And had I pushed even more, probably towards the end, I probably could have had more. And I want to start possibly helping you guys with recruiting. If that's something you're interested in, comment below and let me know, and we'll talk about recruiting in your network marketing business and how you can get recruits as well without sounding spammy, without sounding crazy, without doing cold messaging. I will put together a masterclass if I generate enough interest. If you guys are interested in that, comment below, and I'll even put a poll up on here as well. But like I said, if you do not have a network marketing business or are looking for one or looking for a side hustle, let me know, comment below, or send me a personal message, guys, and I will get you hooked up, and I can give you some options, and also have another resource. I have the Single Mom Empowerment and Growth Guide to Success that has side hustle options and network marketing details and options as well. You can grab that on my blog, and I also think there's a link here on the page, and I can go ahead and post it in the comments to this video too. Grab that, and it walks you step by step of how I started my blog, what I did, and also my options for network marketing businesses and why you should choose one if that's something you're interested in, and what you should look for in a network marketing business. Again, that's called the Single Mom Empowerment and Growth Guide to Success, and I will add it in the comments below. So we'll jump right in. This is not an all-inclusive list, and some of these might not apply to you. Some of them may apply to you. And all of them may apply to you, and all of them may not. And if you get something from this, I hope that you have questions, or you take it away and apply it to your business. So these are just my top 15 reasons from what I've seen in my downline or other people in companies say. And I've even had somebody in my downline tell me that they've not got as much as they thought they would out of it. And I was like, well, so I went ahead and put together 15 reasons why I think that you probably aren't. I don't know your situation. Your situation might be different than hers, or it might be different than mine. But after doing this for several years, I kind of know a little bit in what works and what doesn't work. And so I'm going to put this together for you guys. The first number one reason, and I'm big on this, is you haven't set goals or you haven't set the right goals. For instance, you don't even know how much you want to sell. You don't know how many people you want to recruit a month. You don't know what status you want to be by a certain amount of time. You don't know if you want to reach director, or whatever your hierarchy in your business is, or how that works. You don't know how to get there. And so you haven't set any goals. You haven't set the right goals. You haven't done your research on setting those goals and what needs to be done. You don't know if you need to sell, I'm just saying a number, guys, $1,500 worth of products this month to get there. You don't know if you need X amount of team members to sell X amount of dollars to get there. You don't know if you need to reach out to 50 customers. Whatever that goal is, you haven't set that goal, or you haven't set the right goals. You are just worried about pushing sales, and that is not going to work, especially in the network marketing business that I'm in. I can tell you, just pushing sales, getting what we call PRV in my company, personal retail volume, that's not going to get you where you want to be. Unless that's what you want. Unless you don't want to reach a certain status or rank in the company. If that's the case, then set that goal to say, I want to sell $2,000 worth of retail for the next month. Just set a goal, whatever that goal is, and sit down with your upline or someone that will help you reach that goal. Because if you haven't set that goal, then there's nothing to shoot for. There's nothing attainable. You're not taking action steps, and you're probably not going to be successful. You're going to be stagnant in your business. Your business isn't going to grow, and you have no one else to blame but yourself. Another reason I think that you're probably not successful, as successful as you want to be in your network marketing business, is you're with the wrong company. I know that sounds bad and harsh, but it's true. I've had friends in certain network marketing businesses that required them to have so much inventory on stock, or there was no way for them to reach the top. I know who my superstar director is or was. I know the CEOs. You have to know people. You probably don't even know, if you're in the wrong company, you probably don't even know anybody in the top personally. You probably have seen their name, you've probably seen them on social media, you probably had training with them, like a live or a Zoom, but you don't know them personally. You probably never met them, never had a meeting with them one-on-one, never had a phone call, never had a text. You know nothing about them. You don't know their family. You don't know what they did to get there. If you can't reach that person or touch that person, they're untouchable, then you're probably in the wrong business. That business is not for you. That's more of a corporation structure, maybe. I just think that if you can't, and if your CEOs, the CEOs with my company are amazing people. They put people first. They put their consultants first. And if they're untouchable and you can't reach them, then you're probably in the wrong business. If their compensation plan is horrible, meaning that you probably only get, I don't know, guys, I'm just throwing out a number. Don't take this personal if this happens to be a brand or a company that you're with. You have to reach 30,000 volume in sale, and you have to have a team of 50. I don't know, before you can become successful. And they have to reach a certain amount, then that's probably not the company you want to reach for. Now, and then also a company where you as a leader don't have to put in the work as much as your downline. That is not a company you want to be in. You want a company that's equal, if that makes sense. Yes, you're going to have people below you that boost you up, but you have to also put in the work yourself. And hopefully you're in a company that does that. And the next thing, sorry, I kind of just jumped. I just made a leap. Sorry. If that company compensation plan is just out of this world, where you don't get anything for all the work that you put in, you might want to reevaluate that. Unless or you might not even love the products, you just like the money. And then that's the case, then how can you sell something that you don't love? Or that's not even sellable? So you rethink why you are doing what you're doing, or why you're selling what you're selling. Another reason you're probably not successful in your business, or as successful as you want to be, is you're probably not working on yourself, or you're not doing any self-development. You're not reading any self-development books. You're not doing any self-development training. You're not seeing what you need to be a better leader. Even before you become a leader, you're probably not even working on that. You're probably blaming everyone else but yourself as to why you're not as successful, or you just don't know who you are, how to improve on yourself. And that brings me to the fourth point of why you're probably not successful is you have no idea who you are. You don't know what your brand is. You don't know. All you know is you're selling coffee. I'm not taking anybody's company, or you're selling makeup. That's all you know. You don't know why you decided to sell that. You don't know, they don't know who to differentiate. Sorry, I cannot talk. Differentiate you from the next person. They don't know what makes you the consultant to go to. They don't know what makes you the stylist to go to. When they can just pull anybody off of the online, off the internet, anybody close to them, they can do that. What sets you apart? What makes you you? My brand, I'm going to tell you guys, I brand myself as the different mom. You've read my story, you know what it is, and I'm genuinely and authentic to you guys. You know my history, you know my past, you know my present, you know what I struggle with, you know what I love, you know my passions, and you also know what separates me from other consultants in my company, and that is the different mom. I market myself as the different mom. So if you don't know that about yourself, you don't have anything that sets you apart, makes you you. If you are the quirky mom, or the single lady, or the mom boss, anything that separates you from the rest of the consultants down the street, around the country, that can keep them from going to somebody else, or even going to Walmart to buy a similar product, or going to another store to buy a similar product. Whatever that is that you have to offer, you need to promote that. And if you don't know what that is, I can help you, or I have people that can help you find your brand, or your quirk, or anything that will separate you. If you have outstanding packaging when you send out packages or your orders, if you have cute little bows that only you can tie and people know, oh, that's a Jocelyn product, or that's something Jocelyn did, or if you give a certain gift each time somebody orders from you, make that you and stick with it. Find out what you love. Like, I work at a golf course, as you guys know as well, and my company also sells golf tees. Not sells golf tees, but they give or sell golf tees for us consultants. I give in some of my orders to some of my male customers that golf. And yes, I do have some of the guys that are members at the course, they buy from me. I give them golf tees, and they also have golf balls. That lets them know. And then my mom clients or anything else, I give them something different. So you need to find something that brands you, makes you different. And if you don't know what that is, that's probably why you're not as successful. And another thing is you probably have reason number five is you probably have no idea who your target audience is. If you don't know who your audience is, and people will be like, well, I'll just sell for anybody. Yes, I tell people this all the time. I have customers that have different, probably religious beliefs than me. I have customers that have different political beliefs than me. I have customers that don't look like me. And yes, I will take their money. Don't say you won't take somebody's money because you're trying to grow a business. But who is your target audience? Who do you market to? Who are you trying to reach? Even Target, Old Navy has a target audience. Yeah, you might shop there, but they have a demographic that they're trying to reach. Do you have a demographic you're trying to reach? That doesn't mean you exclude anybody, and that doesn't mean that you won't offer specials to anybody or everybody, or that doesn't mean that you won't take everybody's money. But you need to know who you market to. Not just in my multi-marketing level business, but in my brand business. My brand that I do, I have a certain market. I market towards moms, in particular single moms. And everybody knows that because that's who I am, and that's who I like to reach, and that's who I feel a calling to. And if you need to sit down and figure out who you want to market to, but that doesn't mean you can't take everybody's money. That's okay. But just know that you need to figure out who that is, and that's where most of your clientele, and that's probably where some of your recruits will come from. is the people that you are targeting towards and working towards, because you will hear that need from them, and that's who you're going to cater to. Another reason, and we're going to try to make a kind of like a leap. I didn't put these in any type of order, that you're probably not successful in your network marketing businesses. You probably aren't attending any of the trainings, or you're not attending any of the team meetings or team trainings. For instance, if your upline puts on a Zoom call and you hear from them and you hear from other people in your business about how successful you are, or how successful they are, and you don't attend any of those, or you don't attend any of the reunions, or you don't go. And the great thing about my company is they put on different trainings like this, and they also have tons of trainings on what we call our workstation, that you can learn from people at our home office, or you can learn from other consultants, or you can reach out to your upline. Your upline might have courses, they might have weekly lives, they might have a whole group dedicated to training or success stories or anything like that. And if you're not attending those or gleaning from those, you're not going to be successful. You can't learn something you've never seen. You can't grow if you don't know what you're growing towards. That goes back to setting your goals and listening to them, and attending training and your personal development. You have to have some type of training in order to be successful. So that's probably number 6, that you're not as successful as you want to be in your network marketing businesses. You're not attending team trainings. You're not attending team meetings. You don't even know who your team is. You probably don't even know who your upline is, because you're not making that effort. They shouldn't have to be the only ones reaching out to you. And that goes back to number 7, or to our list. Number 7 on our list is you're probably not even listening to your upline. And that's probably one of the big reasons you're not successful. You're not listening to them whenever they give you challenges, or if they tell you what they did to earn a $10,000 paycheck last month. You're not implementing that. You don't reach out to them. You're not listening to that big team page. You don't even have notifications turned on that big team page that they have. And that's probably number 7 reason why you're not being as successful as you want to be or should be in your network marketing business. Number 8, this one probably hits people kind of hard and in the wrong way. But you probably are afraid to show your face on social media. And I know, and I'm not sure why. It was intimidating for me, only because I didn't want to seem vain or arrogant at first. I was always afraid to show my face on social media, not because I didn't think that I was qualified, or because I didn't think people would listen to me, or that I had fear of public speaking. Public speaking has never been a fear of mine. I mean, that might be your fear. But if you're not showing your face, if you're not going live on your group page, if you have a VIP page, or with your customers, or if you're not doing a Facebook Live, or if you're not doing a video on Instagram, or TikTok is great. If you're not showing your face, or even some pictures, if you're only slapping products up there, they have nobody to connect to, and you're not going to be as successful. People want to be face to face, I know, during the year of COVID, and you guys know I don't do home parties as much, mainly because I do work, and then in evenings I wanted to be home with my kids. And then not only that, in 2020 we couldn't be. You couldn't be face to face. So social media people, where we could show our faces and show us using our product authentically. If they just see you just slapping a product up there, or just your face with just the product only once a month or something like that, they're probably not going to buy from you, especially new customers. And they're not, and your dedicated customers will, if they see your face, they can say, hey, check out my friend Jocelyn, she's doing this. And you show your face, that friend or that person they brought along, a referral, is going to connect with you. People need something to connect with. They need to see you. And if you're afraid to talk to them because you're afraid to mess up, or you're afraid they won't like something, or you're afraid just to not being perfect, then you're probably not going to be as successful as you want to be. Because, like I said, they need that face-to-face. They need to see who you are. And social media is just the way it is nowadays. That's how people are connecting. And I know that probably you wish it wasn't like that, but that's just the way it is. Number 9 reason why you're probably not as successful as you want to be is you're not consistent. And I see this all the time with some people in my downline. For 1 week, we'll do a challenge and they're going strong and they're going hard and they're posting. And of course, they're not posting their face. They're just slapping a product up there, slapping their website up there saying, and they're begging, please buy from me. And then you don't hear from them for another 2 weeks. And they're wondering why their check wasn't as big as they wanted it to be, or they're wondering why they're not getting the reactions that they thought they were going to get, because they're not consistent. Social media, they will look to see who you see all the time, and then they will, and if you comment, or if they have 5,000 comments, I don't know, I'm just throwing a number out there, 5,000 comments on their page, that's what you're going to see, because they're consistent and their audience is consistent. They're getting the insights that they want because they see that. So if you're not being consistent in your business, not just on social media, but also if you're not being consistent with your follow-up, if you're not following up with your customers, and that goes to number 10. I'll lump that out together. Number 10, reason why you're probably not, successful is you're not doing the little things. And let's lump number 9 and 10 together. You're not being consistent and you're not doing the little things. You're not reaching out to people. You're not following up. My company has an amazing follow-up system where there's even an app that helps you follow up with past customers. Even if you don't have that, I can show you a follow-up system that you can do where you can reach out to people and you know who their past what their past order is, and you check in on them. Or you're not going on social media every day. You're just only on there every once in a while, but you post on your private page all the time. Do you think Walmart or any other big name retail store, and if you guys haven't noticed, if you bought something from Old Navy and you haven't unsubscribed from them yet, and I use this example all the time because it's true, I literally get 4 or 5 emails from Old Navy a day. They are consistent. They are persistent. And that's not salesy. That's what you are. You are in a business. You're trying to sell a product. Don't let people tell you that you can't be consistent and persistent in your business, because nobody told that marketing person at Old Navy that. Nobody told that person at Target that they can't be salesy. Target has their dollar spot up front for a reason, because they know we make a beeline straight toward that. They're selling. They're salesy. You are a salesperson, whether you like it or not. If you are trying to be successful in your network marketing business and you are pushing a product, you are a salesperson. I don't sell anything. Like, I don't say I'm a salesperson, but if you dig down deep, I am. You are. If somebody tells me no, I'm not going to force it on them. And you don't have to force it on them, but you have to be consistent. And eventually, I think it takes like 7 times before you hook somebody. Somebody has to see something 7 times. I think that's the number. Don't quote me on that. Before they take action. But always give them the opportunity to take action. You have to be there consistently. If it's 7 times, show up 7 days that week. And by chance, that person's going to see it and they're going to take action. Don't just slap a product up there. Follow up. Send out happy mail. Send out samples. Whatever it is, you have to do the little things in your business. You can't just expect a big blow up or a glow up, as they say, within 3 months, and you've only worked a month and a half of your business. You haven't, and what you put into your business, and I tell my downline this all the time, and I tell people even before they join my team, I will ask them if they would like to join, and they ask me, will I be successful or whatever, and I tell them this, and I'm going to tell you this, what you put into that business is what's going to come out. If you put in a half-time effort, you're going to get a half-time paycheck. If you put in if you treat it like a business, you're going to get a business result. You have to do the little things. You have to listen to your upline. They are an upline for a reason. They are superstar director for a reason. They are star consultant for a reason. They are whatever level that is, for a reason. It's not because they just said, hey, join my team, hey, join my team, and didn't grow those people and didn't grow their business. They did the little things. They followed up. They made samples. They handed out samples. They sent out happy mail. They were consistent with social media posts. They showed tips and tricks on how to use their products or what they use their products for. They use their products and they show you. Whatever that is, you have to do those things if you want to be successful in your network marketing business. Number 11, you're not recruiting. And I hear it, and I've heard it before, that you don't want to sound pushy or salesy, and you don't have to. You don't, and I think I messed up myself back when I was doing my recruiting and I was telling people to recruit. I think my mess up was I was telling people to message people. They took that as, oh, I'm just going to cold message people. Don't cold message people. They either had to have bought something from you. You've had to build that relationship with them. Build a relationship. Either that is just a complete business relationship, or it can be a personal relationship, but you have to have built that relationship first. You have to have that established before you reach out and say, hey, join my team. That's creepy, but you have to present the offer to them. You have to share that blessing with them. I think of my business as a blessing. It has helped me succeed in different areas of my life, not just financially. And I want to share that with so many other women, that it eventually gets contagious, because I really believe it and I love it. And that's how you get recruits. You have to love it and you have to believe it. And it also goes back, and this is what one of my mentors has taught me. You have to brand yourself. They have to know who you are and what makes them want to be a part of what you're offering. If you're just blah, blah, blah every other day, and then tomorrow you're complaining about something, and then you don't show up at all on social media, they're not going to want to be a part of your team. They're not going to want to be a part of anything you have to offer. And I hear it from, I've heard this from just my downline, and I've made the excuse too, is that nobody wants to do it, or you make every excuse of why you can't recruit. And number one, of course, they don't want to sound salesy. I don't want you to sound salesy, but you have to share. If you want to grow and be successful, if you want to reach the top of that company, if you want to make life-changing dollars, you're going to have to recruit in your business. It's just the way it is. And people might talk bad about pyramid schemes, and it's not a pyramid scheme. My business is not a pyramid scheme, and I guarantee you most of the ones that you guys are in are not pyramid schemes, because they're illegal. But not only that, I just don't think that you guys would be a part of that. If you are, then you're part of the wrong company, and that is number 2 on my list. But you have to recruit in order to be successful. And if you look at it, if you look at a corporation, there's a guy at the top, guy or girl. I said guy because that's the statistics, unfortunately. But there are women, more and more women becoming CEOs. But there's somebody at the top, and they have somebody below them, and they have somebody below them. And the below people are doing this on their way up as well. And they're working up. And then they get replaced and go up and go up. So when somebody tells you that network marketing is a pyramid scheme, working for a bank is a pyramid scheme. It's not a pyramid scheme. I shouldn't say that. Not a pyramid scheme. It's a plan. It's shaped like a pyramid. But guys, you have to recruit. You can't use that as an excuse not to. But you cannot just randomly, please do not just randomly message somebody. That's just gross. And I wouldn't want that for you. Number 12 reason you're probably not, and it goes back to making all the excuses why you can't recruit, is there's too much self-doubt, too much negativity, and too much negative talk on your end. You are not speaking good things about your business, or you're not speaking good things about yourself, and you're doubting yourself, and you don't think you can. And I promise you, and you've heard this saying over and over, whether you think you can or you can't, you are right. If you say you tell yourself you can't, you can. You can't. There's power in your words. Words speak volumes. There's power in everything you do, or everything you say. So speak life into your business. Speak life into your team. Develop them. Develop yourself. Don't be negative all the time. Don't be negative, Nancy. You're not going to grow. as a person, you're not going to grow as a team because nobody wants to be a part of that. You don't even want to be a part of anything negative. So stop doing the self-doubting. Don't self-sabotage yourself. You already counted yourself out as a failure before you even got started. So if you want to succeed, grow your business, or if you want to be successful in your business, you can't be negative. Number 13 on my list. Sorry, I'm looking at my list. You aren't building anyone else up. It's all about me. And you have to change your perspective. That's something that I learned. It took me a while because I wanted money. Me. But then I started seeing my team grow, and I seen not just grow like volume wise, but I saw what they were so proud of themselves. And I was like a proud mom because they did this or they achieved this goal. They reached 500 PRV for the first time ever. I loved building them up, and I loved building my customers up. I had customers that had some tips on how they use my product. I would share that on social media, and they loved it. And I had customers that eventually turned into team members, and it just makes my heart swell when I see them being successful. And like when they reach a certain level or get promotions or promote or anything, I had to change my perspective on why I did what I did. I had to change my why. My why, and I shouldn't say you had to change my why, but my why was at the beginning, and it took a while even to get here. To this point was where I wanted money. I needed more money. I needed to take care of my kids. And I wanted money to buy extra things. I wanted money to take vacations, for our family vacations that we took every year. That was my why. And then after I saw what building up my customers and uplifting them or telling them they're awesome, but for using the product. And then also building up my team members personally, seeing their growth personally, seeing their growth in their relationships. That's something that you have to change your perspective and your mindset on. You have to build up other people. If you're coming up, bring other people up with you. You're not going to be successful otherwise. If you have a recruit and you just let them go and fall by the wayside, you're just not going to be successful. Number 14 goes along with that. You have to build and form relationships. You're not ever going to get a recruit. You're never going to grow in your business. You're not going to have repeat customers if you don't build and form those relationships. Nobody's going to want to be around you just for your Scentsy alone, or whatever business it is that you have, or just for your wax, or just for your weight loss product or your mascara. If you're not building that relationship with somebody, and people always tell me that they can't get new customers or they don't have new customers. A lot of my customers are people I've never met before, but we text, we joke, we send messages. I will write them cards. I will send them mail. We've formed a relationship. Some of those people are complete strangers that I met in the grocery store, and they saw my shirt on, or I had a hat on, or they saw my name or something, anything, or a card, and we formed a friendship. Either we like basketball, or we like sports, or we like the Cubs, or golf, or we're moms, or we're black mothers, or we're single moms. We formed a relationship and we formed a bond before anything else. And some of them are now on my team. Some of those people are still customers. You have to, and it's transactional. I know that sounds awful, but you have to build a relationship if you want the results. That's the transaction, not the money, not the exchange of goods, but the result of love and support, and they will eventually refer or join you. So, and number 15 is just flat out, and it all rolls into number 15. You're just not working your business. You're just not, like I said, you're not consistent. You're not doing the follow-up. You're not doing the little things. You're not doing the small things. You aren't recruiting. You're self-doubting yourself. You're not doing any type of self-development. You don't know who you are. You don't know what your brand is. You don't know what sets you apart from the consultant down the street. You don't know what sets you apart from that director or whatever level you're trying to be. You don't know because you're not working in business. You don't know when you need to send out thank you notes. You don't check your workstation to see how much this person ordered last month and what they want. You don't know what that person likes. You're not building relationships. You're just not working your business. You're expecting it all to come to you. You're expecting it all just to click and go. I think it was like Walt Disney, or it might be Jeff Bezos. Walt Disney started his business in a garage, guys. And you expect to turn it around overnight. You're not going to be an overnight success. It takes work. It takes hard work. It takes discipline. It takes self-discipline. It takes watering and planting that seed. You plant that seed and you don't just go back and dig it up, because you're not going to get a result overnight. And then you have to trust the process. Stay with the struggle. Trust the process. And eventually, in work the business, it will come. If you guys, and that's all I have. Those are my top 15 reasons. If you guys have any questions, if you want to get have me put together a masterclass on recruiting, how, like I said, I grew my team from 4 to 20 in 6 months, I will love to do that. And it'll be more of a challenge, and it won't be creepy or spammy. I will definitely do that. I would love to do that for you guys. Just give me some time and I can put it together. And this is what worked for me. Hopefully it will work for you. I think it's proven results if you implement the plan and put it to work, and you trust the processes and you don't give up. It's not going to be something that just happens boom, bam. One good thing about, like I said, with the company, you're not in the right company. Number 2, I think on my list, my company during 1 month had an amazing join special, and I got maybe 3 or 4 recruits from that join special, but they didn't join with the special. They joined with the other one. And my company makes it easier and great to get recruits. So if you guys want that, let me know. Just comment below. Again, if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. And if you guys have any questions about growing your network marketing business, just give me a shout. I did not see any comments, but it doesn't mean I won't later. And if you're looking for network marketing business options or side hustle options, grab my Single Mom Empowerment and Growth packet. It's a Guide to Success packet, and I'll tag that in the comment, put that in the comments as well. And I think it's on other posts here, and I might just tag it as an announcement. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I will talk to you later. I love you guys. Bye.